GBN presents Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. 3 exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinal Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glenelg Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading. With support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona.
Good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today, Monday. It is already the 27th day of the month of July in the year 2026. Good morning, I'm Gordon Joseph, so happy to be with you as always. Yeah, thanking God for life. Health, the little health that I have and the strength that I have, thanking him for carrying us through the night. And let's do this the way we always do it. Here's a Monday morning prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us to a new day and week. We thank you for your mercy and grace for waking us up this morning and keeping us safe throughout the night. We remain forever grateful for the faith that we can trust in you, and we pray that you will send your angels to protect our loved ones and us today. May you mend every broken heart, touch all who need healing, comfort those who mourn, and bless those with financial needs. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. And here's a Monday blessing. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. And that comes from Romans chapter 8 and verse 1. May you walk in the Spirit in everything you do. Have a blessed day and week. Thank you, Rev. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day in a good way. There's a song that I want to play this morning. This is right. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this one here. It's Monday morning. Gratitude is a must, as Lauren always says. Lauren Salim, good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle Bernard, Jillian McIntyre, Veronica Sandy, Yulin Alexander, Mohini Joahir, who else? Lucille Pascal is here. Mildred Smith, good morning. Sylvina Charles, Joylyn Barry, good morning. Good morning, Catherine Phillip. Good morning, Monica Miros Williams. Who else is here? Joseph Ross is with us. Good morning, Joseph. All right, who else? Right. Okay. I know Petlin is locked in as always. Good morning, Erlin, all the way out there in the US. Hope all is well. Hope you had a great night, a great weekend. It's indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. The word of the day is up next. How was your weekend? Hope you had a lot of fun. Hope you had a lot of rest. Hope you had a lot of socializing, interacting with family and friends. Most importantly, I hope you're connected with the Creator, right? Yeah. Sylvina Charles says good morning to Joseph Ross and Michelle Bernard. Jelly and McIntyre, thank you. The folks from the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. As Lauren will always say, gratitude is a must. The word of the day today, that word is dependable. Dependable. D-E-P-E-N-D-A-B-L-E. Dependable. It means trustworthy. Trustworthy. That's simply what it means. Dependable. It means trustworthy. He is a dependable worker. Oh, you're speaking to him now. Yeah, Janelle can depend on me, man. Dependable. Trustworthy. Are you a dependable worker? Wendy Williams, good morning. Wendy, how are you doing? Now, Kathy and Kenneth, Solange and Zuri out there in the Sunshine State, good morning. Good morning. Where's Sherry and Nichols this morning? Sherry and Nichols still in Progress Park. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan. Jerry, good morning to you and the family out there in Canada. Archie, Delia, Daisy, good morning to you all and the children. Miss Annie and Joe, good morning. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Rushed into the shower this morning has me sounding that nasal, yeah? Nonetheless. Lovey, good morning to you. How you doing? Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. I love this. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. What is your option in life? What do you want out of life? Do you want to be successful? Or do you want to be happy? Which one? Because success is getting what you want. You achieve that, you accomplish that. But then what do you do with it? Happiness is wanting what you get. I want to be happy and successful. Susan Douglas and the family in Paradise, good morning. True Crimes Antigua, welcome. Wow, this is a new one. Destined to Win Overcomer just joined us. Veronica Sandy. True Crime Antigua. Good morning. How are you? Joylyn Barry, good morning. Sherry Ann's still tired. All the people are easy. Folks, Safe Grenada is up next. Stick and stay with us. Don't you move. The folks in the diaspora, good morning. You all taking too long to get here, man. Get here. Trinidad and Tobago, Myro St. Vincent. Miro or Myro? Sounding like a Reno, eh? Reno is in the news again. Tiger T, good morning, Joe.
Thank you.
Good morning, my brother. Splendid songs. Scatter shot.
Thank you.
Good day, citizens, visitors, and even you, our beloved JCBs. I'm speaking to you today not just as an officer, but as a citizen who wants us all to make it through the carnival season safely and with a sense of pride. Carnival is our culture. It's music, color, freedom, and expression. However, we often see the same pattern emerging. Small arguments turn into fights, alcohol mixed with impulsiveness and heightened emotions leading to bad decisions, and a few people choosing violence, ultimately ruining the joy for everyone else. Let me be direct. Violence during Carnival is not part of our culture. It is not mass. It is not vibes. It is crime. And it has consequences for the victim, for the families, and for the person who throws that first punch, pulls that weapon, or makes that one reckless choice. So here's what the men and women in blue are asking from every citizen this season. First, look out for each other. If you see tension rising in a fete or on the road, step back, get security. Don't film it, de-escalate it. Secondly, plan your night. Travel in groups. Know how you're getting home. And of course, drink responsibly. One impaired decision can change your life in as little as 3 seconds. Thirdly, the commissioner and his troops will be outside. Zero tolerance for weapons, assault, and public disorder. We're not here to kill the vibe. We're here to ensure that it is enjoyed in a safe environment. To the young people, your future is worth more than one moment of anger. Don't let carnival memories be about a hospital visit or a court date. Let them be about music, friends, and a nice time. We can have a safe carnival, but it takes all of us. We will do our part. Will you do yours?
Thank you, copy. All right, yeah. You got to do your part to keep the vibes safe. Folks, it's 15 minutes on to 7 o'clock. We're heading to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Stick and stay with us.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day, oh.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Come experience the spirit, strength, and beauty of Carriacou. Join us for the Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, happening July 31st to August 2nd. Feel the excitement of thrilling boat races across our crystal clear water. Enjoy vibrant onshore activity, music, food, and pure vibe. This is more than a festival. It's resilience, culture, and unforgettable memories, all in one place.
place. So gather your crew, bring your energy, and come sail into the celebration. Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, anchored in tradition, sailing to tomorrow, to tomorrow, to tomorrow, to tomorrow.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 27th July 2026. In the headlines, 11 Calypsonians vie for 2026 Monarch title, and residents voice concerns over Woodford development. In the region, Guyana names Commission of Inquiry into MV Barima disaster. Internationally, hundreds of thousands evacuated as wildfires rage across France and Spain. And in sports, Grenada ends the day 1 strong against SVG in the Windwards 3-day opener. The details to these and more right after these messages.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
Looking to make smarter financial decisions? Join ACB Grenada Bank for its Investment Education Forum on Tuesday, 28th July 2026 at 2 p.m. This virtual session is designed to help you better understand investment opportunities and financial planning. Scan the QR code on your screen to register and reserve your place today. ACB Grenada Bank, helping you build a stronger financial future.
A good Monday morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. In the local news, the stage is set for the Spice Mass 2026 Calypso Monarch Final, with 11 artists advancing following Sunday's semi-final. The finalists are Jello, Shireen, Randy, Jerrington, Innocent, Big J, Messenger, Killer B, Valine, Sour Serpent, and Father Paul. They will compete for the national title at the National Stadium on Sunday, August 9th. Meanwhile, 12 artists have secured spots in the Power Soca Monarch Final on Fantastic Friday, August 7th. They are General PP, Bubba 473, Terra Governor, Molly, Lil Jello, Mellow, Lil Kerry, Looney Spark and Electrify, Shaquan, Snakey, Mansly, and Happy Boy. And in Junior Pan, well, Republic Bank Angel Harp Steel Orchestra, they captured the 2026 Junior Panorama title at the Children's Carnival Frolic over the weekend with a total of 271 points. Next, New Dimensions placed second with 269, while IMA Rainbow City All-Stars finished third with 258 points. Residents of Mount Dore, Woodford Estate, Brooklyn, Black Bay, and surrounding communities gathered over the weekend to voice their frustrations over developments in the Woodford Estate area. Community members raised concerns over the operations of Reno Construction and Industrial Equipment Limited, which they believe are linked to environmental, health, and safety issues, including land slippages that have further damaged the Mangdo Road. Some property owners say the deteriorating
that the road has been a long-standing challenge, with one in
to access their farms. We have more in this.
We must speak up and refuse conditions that put our lives at risk. Our livelihoods are also affected. The damaged road has made it difficult for residents to walk and for farmers to drive to and access their properties. We are not against development. We are asking for development, responsible development, health, safety, livelihoods, and the environment. Let us stand together, speak with one voice, and continue to peacefully fight for justice. Our community is worth protecting.
Others called for greater government oversight and stronger representation from the parliamentary representative.
We call upon our parliamentary representative, who is also the Minister of the Environment, to be active in defense of the environment and in support of the people. If she cannot do so, and she has proven that she has not done so, then we ask her to resign. We ask her to resign.
The government has maintained there is no evidence linking Reno's operations to the environmental concerns raised by residents, while the company has repeatedly denied that its activities are causing adverse impacts. The Royal Grenada Police Force is asking for the public's assistance in locating 19-year-old Giovanna Gilchrist, who was last seen on Saturday, July 18th. She is of stout build, has short brown hair, and was last seen wearing blue jeans shorts, a black t-shirt, black and white sneakers, and carrying a gray and black bag. Police are also looking for 15-year-old Zariah Buckmeyer, who left home on Saturday, July 25th. She is dark in complexion, of medium build, stands about 5 feet tall, and was last seen wearing a blue flared skirt and a gray t-shirt. Meanwhile, the search continues for 44-year-old Elizabeth Liz Waddell, a United States citizen who disappeared at Grandans Beach last week. Waddell is 5 feet 5 inches tall, of medium build, with short blonde hair, and was last seen in the water at the beach. Police are urging anyone with information on the whereabouts of any of the 3 individuals to contact the nearest police station or dial 911. That's the local segment of news. Stay with us, the regional and international. They're up next. Turning our attention now to the region, and we look at that sad situation in Guyana. Guyana has appointed a 5-member commission of inquiry to investigate the sinking of the MV Barima, one of the country's deadliest maritime disasters. The commission will be chaired by Belizean Justice Godfrey Smith and includes regional and international experts in maritime operations, law, and maritime investigations. President Dr. Irfan Ali says the inquiry will examine the circumstances surrounding the tragedy as well as the search and rescue response and determine whether negligence or institutional failures contributed to the disaster. Its findings are expected to include recommendations to strengthen maritime safety and improve emergency response systems. Now looking further afield, more than 360,000 people have been evacuated from their homes and holiday spots as wildfires continue to rage across France and Spain. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
What was once landscape is now a landscape of scorched earth and shattered homes. The destruction caused by the wildfires, all too evident in southwestern France, where entire neighborhoods have been devastated. As smoke rises over vast tracts of forest, crews battle on multiple fronts to stop the flames from spreading. Reinforcements, including emergency personnel from Paris, have been deployed to support exhausted local firefighters who have been working around the clock. And the impact is being felt beyond the fire zone. 15 kilometers away, smoke is drifting towards Bordeaux. Cause for concern as authorities prepare contingency plans and monitor air quality. For the thousands forced to flee, the emergency has entered a new phase. Many families are facing days away from their homes with little idea when they'll be able to return.
We came here expecting it to be for 24 hours, and now it's going to be 48 hours, maybe 72, maybe longer.
In Spain, air and ground crews are focusing on the major wildfires west of Madrid, dropping water on advancing flames to prevent them reaching more urban areas. Authorities say they have slowed down the fire's advance, but they warn difficult days lie ahead. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera.
And that brings us to the end of the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans. Cricket, lovely cricket. Grenada recovered from an early batting collapse to finish the day of the opening day of the Windwards men's 3-day championship match against St. Vincent and the Grenadines on 287 for 8 at the Lassages playing field. After slipping to 62 for 4, Daniel MacDonald led the fight back with the tournament's first half century, scoring 52, and that's before Kurt Murray anchored the innings with an unbeaten 50 to guide Grenada to stumps. Earlier, St. Vincent and the Grenadines won the toss and elected to bowl, with Kenneth Demba claiming 3 wickets to put the host under pressure. Meanwhile, rain delayed the start of the other opening round match at Tantine, where Dominica reached 128 for 4 at tea before play resumed against St. Lucia. As we know, West Indies are in battle against Pakistan at the moment. We'll have a comprehensive report on that during our luncheon and primetime newscast. But that's the sports we've got at this time. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Forecaster Trisha Miller at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Trisha.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you, listeners of GBN. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure 14.6 millibars, which is above the mean, and it's rising. Present temperature 28.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.3 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 27.3 degrees Celsius. Only a trace of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 128.2 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be mostly fair but slightly hazy. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 32 degrees Celsius. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides will be low around 9 a.m. and high about 3:30 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:34. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:53. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be mostly fair but slightly hazy. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Thank you very much, Trisha. Have yourself a wonderful day now. Folks, reminding you that the weather forecast, it came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlick, energizing our Grenada.
It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock, and to end the news, a recap of the headlines. 11 Calypsonians vie for 2026 Monarch title. Residents voice concerns over Woodford development. In the region, Guyana names Commission of Inquiry into MV Barima disaster. Internationally, hundreds of thousands evacuated as wildfires rage across France and Spain. And in sports, Grenada ends day one strong against SVG in the Windward's 3-day opener. Now that has been the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 27th of July. On behalf of the entire news department and everyone who made this newscast possible, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a safe and productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. Have a great day, everybody. Graphics and the team from Hot 98, thanks for sharing your time with us. Bye-bye.
There's no limit if you see possibility.
GBN presents Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. Free, exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinal Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glenelg Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading, with support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
Grenada, the biggest show in Carnival, is back again. This is Free Day. Wednesday, August 5th, the Grenada National Stadium will shake. Remember, you must wear black on stage. Nadia Batson and Burbank. Full blown. Freetown Collective. Michael Taker. Problem Child. Town Crew. Money. Little Carrie. Terror of the Government. Westway. Grand Lion. Lava Man. Jazz King. Boise. Dash. Sakina and the Band. General Peterson. And a special surprise guest. Gates open at 10 p.m. This is Free Day, the biggest show in Grenada's Carnival.
This Emancipation Weekend, freedom takes the sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition. Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic. Bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
All right, folks, it's now 13 minutes after 7 o'clock. At this time, we join Sergeant Troy Paul for this morning's traffic report. Sarge, good morning to you.
A pleasant morning to you. It is a beautiful Monday morning, and we are happy to be in the land of the living. But right about now, we want to focus on the traffic and what is happening, what had happened over the weekend, and what will happen come forward as we approach the carnival season. And this morning, we do have some drone footage, which we'll be following, so that persons can see what is happening in real time in the town of, not just only the town, but we focus on a part of St. George. So definitely, this morning it's a rather quiet one for the traffic department and our roads as well. So as we started in the area of Grandant, and now we're focusing on the area of Lucas Street, where we're seeing traffic as well, and it's lightly flowing coming down the Lucas Street direction. Even traffic coming from the Old Fort area, it is light as well, nothing to be alarmed of. Our streets are rather quiet at this particular time. So we're seeing here that even as we take a closer look at traffic coming out from the western corridor, we do experiencing light to moderate flow of traffic here as well. Queen's Park Public Road, no obstruction, no accidents in that area. So all the way for up to Cherry Hill, as we can focus, we see here that traffic is flowing smoothly, light, nothing too unusual to at this moment. As we focus heading across the River Road side onto the traffic coming up from the Grenada direction there, and we see here that we have similar traffic coming out from that side, coming from the Bolio side. It's a little bit moderate, heavier than we see it in other areas from that side, but it is not consistent as it relates to the volume. So as well here, coming out from the Bolio side, traffic is nicely flowing there as well onto the Decar roundabout area, Tempe, and those areas. So we see now the area of Tempe. Tempe have a light flowing traffic at this particular time, all the way up to the pasture from Mount Parnassus area. So that area here as well, we do have a light flowing traffic all the way up past Mount Parnassus area. And we take a closer focus on other areas there. So we're seeing here as we come closer to the town now, most focus are along the streets here, not for too long, but we're seeing by area view that traffic there is nicely flowing as well, light in the area of Melville Street, the bus terminus, and most of the streets are flowing through the town of St. George's. Most of the streets are light flowing traffic there, no obstruction, nothing unusual there. So it definitely means that our streets are rather quiet, especially in the town. Halifax Street, Granby Street, Hillsborough Street, and all the surrounding streets have a light flowing. Even St. John's have a light flowing traffic there as well. So as I have stated, it is a quiet morning and light flowing traffic in most of the areas, and moderate to moderate in certain areas. As we stated, nothing to be alarmed of. So Bruce Street traffic is nicely flowing there as well. So it means, therefore, if you're traveling on any one of those streets at this time, you can do so with a sense of easement, with nothing significant to worry about. So as we focus, if persons are following, they can see what is happening in real time. So it definitely means that it is a quiet one. We just want to dive right into the accident state for the past 24 hours and for the entire weekend. So we are for yesterday's date, we do have a total of 11 minor accidents reported. 11 minor accidents, and there are as follows. The South St. George had a total of 2 minor. Grenville had 4. St. David had 3. St. Paul's and Birch Grove 1 respectively, so giving us a total of 11 minor accidents, and that was for Sunday. For Saturday, we had a total of 13 minor accidents reported. 13 minor. The town of St. George, we had a total of 6. That is the day of the Kiddies Carnival. Grenville had 4, South had 1, St. David 1, and Sauters 1 as well. And for Friday, we had a total total of 10 traffic headquarters, 4 South, 4 Grenville, and Hermitage, 1 respectively. So we're seeing here for Friday at 10. Saturday we had a total of 13. That is already 23. And for Sunday we had 11. So that's 34 minor accidents reported over the weekend. So it is a lot compared to our country, but nonetheless we're in the season where reported accidents tend to be a bit higher, but nonetheless we still have a responsibility as drivers to do what we have to do and to make sure that our roads remain safe. And again, it was a bumper pack weekend with events and so forth, so we definitely want to let persons know as it relates to alcohol consumption, fatigue driving, especially as we head into the carnival season. Be mindful and let us be vigilant as drivers. Remember, one accident, one mishap can cost us serious bodily injuries, damage, and also fatality. So let us be mindful, especially look out for pedestrians, etc. Take rest when we have to. And again, it is our responsibility as a traffic department to ensure that our roads remain safe as well. So we're going to do just that as we have high volume of mobile presence and officers' presence on the road, so persons can attest to the traffic department and other departments out on the roads carrying out stops, searches, etc., to make sure that persons have the relevant license and vehicles are fit to be on the road. So we dive right back in just for a bit to focus on the area of Springs and so forth with our drone footage, and we're seeing here that the Woodlands Public Road, as we focus here, the traffic is light to moderate flowing there, coming up from the Calavini direction, heading on to Springs, and also the Woodlands Public Road for the Grandlands Valley. So far we was focusing on Springs and other areas, and even the Kirani James Boulevard, we do have light. So the traffic still light to moderate in most of the areas, nothing to be alarmed of at the moment. So it definitely means that persons heading to work at this particular moment can do so with a sense of easement. But that doesn't deter for persons. If you're late, you're definitely going to be late, and if you have not left home as yet, you're in for some serious trouble, because we expect the traffic to increase as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, and it definitely means that we do have some congestion, but nothing to be alarmed of, especially this week. Most of the traffic might pick up as we get closer to the weekend and so forth. That is all that we have for persons this morning. Anything from you before we wrap things up?
Well, of course, just to reiterate the fact that we want our road users to be vigilant at this time, and even more vigilant, because as Black Wizard said in song before, Carnival is gay abandon. You know, it's a time when people frolic and you know, free up, you know. They've gotten the avenue to let off some steam, but amidst this, there must be also remember that Wizard also said it in song, when the carnival over. You understand? There is life after carnival. So you, a carnival lover, nothing wrong with that. Participate, to do what you've got to do. But remember also, the good book says, in all things, do it with moderation. You know, because you don't want to be looking back tomorrow, yesterday, and saying, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done that. Look at where I'm at now because of... You know, so just be mindful of that. Enjoy yourself if you so desire, but do it moderately and know that there's life after carnival.
Absolutely, and you're speaking here a lot about responsibility.
Definitely. So, Sarge, again, thank you very much. The question, if you are texting, drinking while you're sleepy and driving, then who is...
driving?
Who's driving? You know, who's driving? If you know, I want to use this platform to sensitize the public that if you're a fetter, there are those who are going to carry you to and from your fets. I'm seeing something developing in Grenada where we have great taxi service. You just call, put them on point, they will drop you off and pick you up. You don't need to go with your vehicle. So if that's what you want to do, use that instead of being sorry tomorrow. Lord, I should have left that vehicle home. I should should have called so and so, I should have called, you understand? So please use the services that are available and avoid unnecessary road accidents, injuries, and fatalities.
Absolutely, and I endorse this message.
Thank you very much. That's pro bono. That's pro bono. You don't need to pay for that, all right? Saj, thank you. Have yourself a great day. As always, you and your entire team, and by extension, the rank and file of the RGPF.
And also your team at GBN.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well.
Folks, that has been the traffic report. Now let me just give you a program hint. Unfortunately, my Monday morning ride-in B won't be able to make it this morning. That's Josephine. I've got a little information that I disseminate to you on her behalf, and then we'll get into our conversation. So stick and stay with us. Don't you go anywhere.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every fete advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Looking to make smarter financial decisions? Join ACB Grenada Bank for its Investment Education Forum on Tuesday, 28th July 2026 at 2 p.m. This virtual session is designed to help you better understand investment opportunities and financial planning. Scan the QR code on your screen to register and reserve your place today. ACB Grenada Bank, helping you build a stronger financial future. Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Have you been thinking of purchasing a water tank? Now is the time. Our tanks are built tough, UV resistant, food grade safe, and is designed with thick, durable walls to prevent leaks and cracks. So whether it's for your home, your farm, or business, we've got the perfect size. We've made owning your tanks easy and affordable through our partnership with Ariza Credit Union. Visit On The Spot Hardware, choose your high-quality water storage tanks, and contact Ariza Credit Union.
Grenada, are you ready for the most epic cool down after Spice Mass? Because on Wednesday, August 12th, the Grenada National Cricket Stadium becomes the home of one massive soca experience. Carnival Encore, Sunset Over White.
Are you ready?
Featuring not one, but two international soca giants, Marshall Montano and the Monk Band. Yes, the band. And they'll be joined by some of Grenada's biggest soca superstars for one unforgettable night of music, vibes, and pure island energy. This is the event that keeps the carnival spirit alive. The final celebration, the encore, you don't want to miss. General admission and VIP early bird tickets are sold out online. General admission $150, VIP $550. Get your tickets now at godafed.com and the official Sunshine Promotions outlets. Carnival Encore 2026, Sunset Over White, Wednesday, August 12th at the National Cricket Stadium. When the road ends, this is the Encore.
Introducing Tropical Catering Services.
The flavor of Grenada for all of life's moments.
From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we craft experiences you'll remember. Farm-to-table freshness, bold island flavors,
flawless presentation,
full-service catering for every event.
Weddings, parties, corporate functions, and more.
Based in Grand Mall, St. George's, Grenada,
we bring island vibes to your venue.
Relish the moment. We handle the rest.
Tropical Catering Services.
Catering for all of life's events.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada. Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph.
All right, folks, welcome back to the conversation. I just need to share with you this morning. As I told you, Ariza won't be here, but I've got some information on their behalf that I'd like to share with you. And that's just before I go and speak with a distinguished gentleman via our Zoom platform. I will be speaking with Mr. Mike Sylvester, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance. We'll be talking, cost of living measures, they have some initiatives ongoing. But I just want to tell you this, right? The Ariza team will be at the Nutmeg House on Flatbush Avenue on August 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th. And the services that will be available will be deposits, loans, card pickup, membership. And for to become a new member, you need to have your picture ID, a proof of address, a proof of income, and it will cost you to invest $200, and that is for the purchasing of your qualifying shares. Now, it also must be noted that the team will be at the Grenada Day, which is on August 23rd. So remember the dates again: August 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th, and the 23rd they'll be at Grenada Day. And the services that will be available will be card pickups, deposits, loans, membership. All right, you want to become a new member. All right, you need to have a picture ID, a proof of address, a proof of income, and $200, and that's to purchase your qualifying shares. So going out and integrate and mix and mingle with the team, you'll have a whole lot of fun. Remember the dates: 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th of August, and also at the Grenada Day on the 23rd. Team Ariza with you everywhere. I like this. All right, folks, at this time, I am happy to join via our Zoom platform a very heavy man in Grenada, and a very big man. Speaking of Mr. Mike Sylvester, he is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Finance. It's that time to say good morning, sir.
Good morning, Innocent, and of course, thank you for having me on the program this morning.
Well,
let me also say good morning to your listeners and viewers all over.
It's always a pleasure to have somebody like you.
Also to congratulate you on your finals place in the
what? You were up them kind of time. I say you sleeping, man. Thank you. All right. We're here to talk primarily about, well, you're in finance, so money matters, but also there have been some initiatives that the government has taken as it relates to cost of living, and some measures to cut the cost of living on the folks like myself are feeling very heavily. So just walk us through, and any other, things within the ministry that you think is of public interest, you can share it with us, please.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Again, say good morning. So the government, as you are aware, launched the COLA program last week at a press conference. COLA, of course, stands for the Cost of Living Assistance Program. So that's the name of the program.
COLA
the COLA program.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Right, and the program really touches and concerns three critical areas: electricity, food, and fuel. And the objective or the reason for the program is to really cushion the impact of elevated electricity, food, and fuel prices on the Grenadian population. Right, as you're aware, in February of this year, there was war in the Middle East, and that has put significant pressure on the price of oil and so on. And as a result, we see imported inflation, in a sense, escalating. And so the government has been monitoring this. Ministry of Finance is monitoring this very closely on the directive of the cabinet, and for us to come and make recommendations to the cabinet and so on. And so we've done so. Especially in the context of the renewed conflict or the escalation of conflict following the collapse of the ceasefire in the war, because we believe that the impact of the elevated food and fuel prices will continue for some time, for the rest of the year in particular. And so that's why the program is introduced at this particular point in time. So it's both timely and important. And as I said, it covers the three buckets. So you have the electricity. Under the electricity, there are three interventions there. There is the electricity subsidy of $50, and the eligibility criteria is for persons consuming up to 200 kilowatt hour per month. Yeah. So it's an expansion or enhancement of the $10 subsidy that was implemented in 2022, right, where it fitted. It was $10, it was up to 99 kilowatt hour, and it benefited up to 22,000 households in Grenada. So this measure is going to benefit up to almost 39,000 households, so 39,000 households, out of a total households of 49,000, right? So those are the number of persons who are connected to GrenLec. So in a sense, you're talking about 78% of the persons who are connected to GrenLec benefit from that enhanced electricity subsidy. And then you also have the removal of the VAT on electricity consumption for all categories of consumers. So we're talking about, again, households, we're talking about commercial, small and large, we're talking about industrial, we're talking about public institutions and so on. And that again is a significant measure because people, if you look at your bill, you will see there'll be no VAT effective in towards the end of August next billing cycle.
Okay.
And you have the other measure, removal of the customs service charge on diesel imported for electricity generation. So when GrenLec import diesel, they pay a customs service charge of 6%. That is going to be removed. Of course, that will take a little time to creep into your bill because of how the formula is calculated. I mean, if you go on GrenLec bill, you will see what is called the electricity surcharge, right? That is where you would impact directly in terms of the customs service charge. So that's the first bucket of measure. This bucket, as you're probably aware, is the 2 VAT-free days per month for the period August, September, and October. I think there's a lot of excitement about that, and so I can speak to a little more about that. But essentially, what it's intended to do is to provide a direct and immediate benefit to all of Grenada. And it also support business continuity and business activity and so on. Because with VAT-free day, if people are shopping more business, they are able to then make more profits and that kind of thing.
Let me ask this. On the VAT-free days, is there a cap on the amount you can shop or where you can shop, what services or goods you can purchase? Is it just an open sepulchre?
No, right. So it's basically on goods. Goods, so they are, and basically talking about basic food items and so on. You're talking about household supplies, school books, building materials, and those kinds of things. So it's essentially on goods. There are some items on the negative list, as we call it. Those are luxury items, so you would not be able to buy a motor vehicle VAT-free on VAT-free day and get the benefit of the VAT. You will not be able to buy jewelry. You will not be able to buy cigarettes and tobacco and rum and that kind of thing, right? So those are not on that list. So it's basically food items, and the services are not on that list as well. So if you go in a restaurant and you buy a dinner, you expected to pay the VAT on that. It's open for everybody, and there's no limit on the amount that you can purchase. So individuals can go in and purchase, and they will see the benefit. If you're a small shop, you want to buy and you buy, you have you buy in bulk to supply and stock your shop and so on. You would also benefit from the VAT-free day, and then you can pass that on to your consumers as well. Because in the small villages and so on, these are small businesses, and these businesses are not the smaller ones. They are not registered for VAT because there are only a certain number of companies in Grenada are registered for VAT based on their size and that kind of thing. So and those are the ones that will be impacted in terms of having to go and make the change in the system to be able to accommodate the VAT-free day for the 2 days that the minister will declare in short order.
So let me ask this: it's 2 days per month for the months of August and September.
August, September, and October.
Okay. 2 days per month. I'm going back to the GrenLec issue. What's the duration of that easement?
Right. So GrenLec issue is from August through December, in the first instance. So they're all the measures are in the first instance.
Okay. All right. And do you think there will be a continuation subsequent to its climax? August to December, and then December you say, okay, let's prolong it another month or two?
Well, it's too early to say that. I think what the government will do is do an assessment of the situation at the time. So we are talking about elevated oil prices now, or in fact, oil prices are going back up, trending upwards. So if that situation continues beyond December, the government may then determine that we need to extend for a further 6 months. But that will depend, of course, on the government's ability to if the government has the fiscal space to do so, because the measures are going to cause government significant revenue loss and significant expenditure in terms of paying GrenLec for the subsidy that the consumers will get, and of course removing the VAT and so on. That has a significant fiscal impact. So it has to be in that context. Government will not be able to subsidize at that level for an extended period without some other measures to actually bring in revenues.
Quick question before you run off. How dire are the impacts of the Middle East conflict on our economy?
Well, it is impact. It is dire in the sense that when I say dire, we already start seeing the impact on our projected growth for the economy. So right now we are projecting 2026 to be 3.3%, and that is of course after revision downwards of 0.8 percentage points. Sorry. Right, when the budget was announced and the growth rate was announced in the budget. So we're talking about now already seeing the impact. But it's early days yet, because what happens really is that once the developed economies start impacting them more seriously and so on, it may affect tourism, affect people's ability to spend and so on. So there could be a significant impact. But we are monitoring very closely, and of course the government will intervene as I suppose as far as possible to cushion the negative impact. But we are still optimistic about the war and how things are going. So. It's not really to say doom and gloom. I think there's still a lot of cautious optimism around in terms of how things will unfold going forward.
All right, and how buoyant is our economy so that the government can say, well, all right, this Middle East conflict is escalating and cost of living is escalating likewise. We need to create more buffers and so forth for our citizenry. How buoyant is the economy at the moment to sort of absorb that sort of shock?
No, the economy is still buoyant. I mean, you have a lot of sectors that are growing. The tourism is growing, construction is growing, and so on. So there is growth in the economy. In fact, as I just said, the economy is projected to grow by 3.3% this year, and that is the revised growth rate. So it's still, and 3.3 growth rate is still relatively high in our Grenadian context. So that is good. But as I said before, if the impact is prolonged for a significant period of time, anything could happen. The world could go into a recession or whatever the case. We don't know. So we are hopeful that this doesn't happen and that things will turn around in the international, the global economy and so on. And of course, that will have knock-on effects on our domestic economy as well as whatever interventions we take here. Because you'd have to understand the growth that is driven here is driven by government's ability to spend, having resources and being able to intervene and undertake interventions, projects, and whatever so in the economy.
Okay, and finally, as it relates to the two VAT-free days, when will they be announced, and who will be making those announcements?
Right. So we took some time in terms of coming up with the days, and for example, I want to on the issue of when people have money in their hands, and that's an important point that we had to consider. We also had to consider, when people have the time to go and shop. So we sit in the middle of the week, for example, work, and they can't go out and shop. Right. So of course we wanted to on the weekend or on a Friday, after payday or around payday. And then, of course, if you say one day, then it means that by the time you turn around and try to shop, time would have expired, right? So we did a lot of research. We looked at what has happened in some of the other countries that have implemented this, and I think we've picked the best program, I would say. We have consulted with the business community and so on, given their input in terms of the time as well, and so on. So the minister will announce the 2 days, and also announce the companies that will participate in the program. Right, so all VAT registered businesses are eligible, but they have to be tax compliant. Right, and so the minister will have to make an order, and that order we have to publish in the Gazette. And that will basically give you the days and so on. But no, we already settled on August, so we're going to 20th and 29th of August. But we're thinking about exactly what days we should do for September and October. Okay. That will be announced shortly as well, and long ahead of the period, so that the businesses can prepare, and you as a consumer can prepare as well. You can put aside your little kakada and wait until the date and shop. And just to add that it has to be. The purchase has to happen and be completed on that. So you can't come and go and make a down payment and then over time pay down. You have to complete on the day. So that's important for things like higher purchase and so on that will not benefit, or when you do a layaway plan and that kind of thing. The transaction has to be completed on that day. And then, of course, as I said, once the system is because these companies have point of sale system, that's how they operate. Right. And they would have to go in and then change the point of sale system to allow all the items that are eligible to be VAT free. And then after the 2 days, they have to go back. Well, during the night period, they have to go back in and then basically toggle back on all the items that will now be VATable for the next whatever is 30 days or so.
Okay. All right. Well, I am absolutely certain that you know that the GBN is always accommodating as it relates to when you need to disseminate any more information. So as time progresses, I expect you or one of your colleagues to come back. Mr. John is always with me. So I know one of you will come back and share more information as time progresses and as you roll out this initiative.
Yeah, well, thank you. As I said, the Ministry of Finance has been tasked with basically providing the communication PR on this, and so we will do so. You may see me again, or you may see one of my colleagues, providing further information, further clarity on this very important measure at this particular point in time. So thank you again, and do have a blessed rest of the day.
The pleasure is always ours here. Mr. Sylvester, thank you very much for sharing your time with us this morning. I have been speaking there with Mr. Mike Sylvester, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, as the government rules out the costs of living measures, cutting measures, and so we look forward for more information. Folks, we take that break now, and when we come back, the conversation continues. Don't you go anywhere.
Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start.
Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
August 1st is coming, and Grenville is about to transform with activities in observance of Emancipation Day 2026.
Under the theme, proudly claiming our land, our culture, our identity.
Start your day with flavor from 6 a.m. with breakfast at the Grenville Car Park. Then at 2 p.m., the energy moves to the bus terminal for a massive community exhibition.
Come see, come buy, come support. As the sun sets, the real magic begins at 5:30 p.m. with the Flambeau March from Subi Fisher facility onward to the Grenville bus terminal.
Then at 8 p.m. is the formal ceremony with brief speeches, followed by cultural activities from 8:30 p.m. featuring drumming like you've never heard before.
Dance that moves the soul, a live band that keeps the vibe alive, and special performances by local artists and groups you won't forget.
From breakfast to midnight, it's all
happening at the Grenville Bus Terminal. Saturday, August 1st. Don't be late. Emancipation Day 2026. Proudly claiming our land, our culture, our identity.
This event is hosted by the National Celebrations Committee in collaboration with SEDU.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
GBN presents Spice of the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. Free, exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinal Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Amsa Coatings, Glenelg Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading. With support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice of the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. And as I told you this morning, it's a kind of hectic morning. Again, don't forget to check out Ariza in Flatbush on the 13th, 14th, 16th, 15th, and 17th, and also on the 23rd of August. I've got with me my good friend, Judy Antoine. She's an annual friend. Every year she comes by. That's how frequent we see. Every year we see. And she's here to tell us about that huge festival that she and her organization usually have, and it's happening right in my hometown of Corinth. Good morning, Judy. You would introduce your guest, because I wouldn't endeavor to call their names because I don't want to start Monday on some wrong name. So good morning, but let me say welcome to Grenada.
Thank you so much. Good morning, beautiful Grenada.
Yes.
As I said yesterday, the land of spice and everything nice.
Everything, every single thing. All right, so Judy, do the honors.
Right, so the Grenada Ifa and Ancestral Festival began on Friday, the 24th of July, last Friday. And we held a flambeau march, celebrating our ancestors and using the flambeau in the practice of them coming from a place where they didn't have lights, and that was the lights that they used at night.
Right.
So,
and you're talking our ancestors?
Correct.
Okay.
And the festival started, and yesterday we had a really great event at the University of the West Indies Global Campus, which was the annual symposium, which began last year, and this year featured Dr. Liseli Fitzpatrick, who is an assistant teaching professor of Africana Studies at Wellesley College in the US. And she will tell you what her topic was and summarize what she shared and the feedback from the audience.
So that's Dr.
This is the young, amazing Dr. Fitzpatrick.
Yes. And then the gentleman who I had to tell watch his head because he's that high.
Yes.
Tell us about the gentleman.
Right. And then we have Araba Ifakolade Atinumo.
Could you say that again, please?
Araba Ifakolade Atinumo.
Okay.
And he's from Lagos State, Nigeria, and he's been coming to Grenada for the past 10 years to participate in the festival and to provide knowledge and support for people who seek to find their way in life, connecting with our ancestral heritage.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. I'm going to go to the doc now. Tell us about you and your deliveries thus far in this in the event.
Sure. So, as my dear sister Judy Antoine said, I am Dr. Lasali Fitzpatrick. I'm a Trinidadian poet and professor of Africana Studies at Wellesley College. I say I live what I teach, and I teach what I live as an African of multiple streams of ancestry, Afro-Trinidadian. I was invited to deliver a keynote yesterday on ancestral wealth, inheritance, and abundance by Universal Empress Ifa Toki, Yvonne Drakes. Really, what the discussion was about, and as I made the point very clear, it is not about making money, but opening your life to a way that is supremely abundant by connecting to your ancestral roots. I say this because we know that we have gone through the horrific slavery, colonialism, and what that would have done to the psyches and the bodies of African peoples and capitalism and so on. And a lot of our people, both on the continent and the African diaspora, have been adversely impacted. And I see an African with money in the bank and no sense of self is unhealthy and unwealthy. We have so much to give to the world. In fact, we have, as the progenitors, the first peoples of creation, Africa being the cradle of civilization, the birthplace of humankind. I say that we are the first sacred scientists, the philosophers, the linguists. We invented language, and we see that through our spirits of resilience. When they said that we could not speak in the language of the colonizer and made that illegal, we invented African diasporic languages, and we could see that throughout the world. One of the things I emphasize too, I made a point to say, is that if you have to enslave a people, subjugate a people, you attack the very source of their power. And for us, our power is our spirituality. For African peoples, we use our senses to make sense of the world. Our way of living is not a religion, but a beingness, a belongingness, our intimacy with the environment. So our spirituality is both eco-centered and eco-conscious.
Okay.
Very sensory. Due to the vile history of capitalism and slavery, the enslavers sought to attack and violate and desecrate our sense of self by pillaging the land, all natural resources, human and mineral. And that has left us in a state of what I define as disorientation. What Frantz Fanon spoke about, black skin, white mass. But blackness, Africanness is not just, in fact, it's not merely a skin color, but it's a consciousness. It is not a phenotype, right? It's how we embody our sense of who we are as a people. And Ifa, along with all of the other expressions of our sacredness, is the esoteric or the sacred word of the Creator. By that, it is how we receive information on how we live our lives, how we move through the world.
That's deep. That's some deep stuff. Yeah. This is a conversation that could take a very long time. Yeah, because you notice I'm all in my absorption mode. I'm absorbing everything that you're saying, because when we talk about religion and spirituality and so forth, we were cultured to believe that it has to be, I shouldn't go there, but
no, it has been a deliberate form of conditioning.
Thanks for taking it.
A form of conditioning, and I want to share that Christianity, in its purest sense, is also very African, but it has been deliberately manipulated and distorted as a tool of control. So I say colonial. I always qualify by saying colonial religion, because what the oppressors did, they distorted and skewed both, and they used both religion and education as the instruments of indoctrination, the instruments of oppression. If you look at and I made the point also yesterday that there was this thing, a saying that if you want to keep black people down, you put things in a book. There's a misconception that black people, and we're not literate, but if we invented language, you go to the African continent, there are over 2,000 languages spoken, but who knows that? Right? You go through the diaspora, you hear the various kinds of tones,
the
accent, right? And that comes from the fact that language is very oral tradition, storytelling is very innate to us. It is something that, as I say, we carry, we express. I have this ongoing joke with my mother. If you tie, and this is throughout the diaspora, but if you tie a Trini's hand behind their back, they can't speak. Because we express ourselves, and so is body language. And then when it was, as I said, it was prohibited. That is another form of violence, where our spirituality, our expressions were vilified, criminalized, stigmatized intentionally, because I say that the one thing the enslavers feared was the thing that they could not control, which is the spirit of African peoples. We will always find a way. So our body language became more pronounced and accentuated during enslavement, right? So the queer mouth, the eye, and so on, and that was how we.
And mommy would tell you, "Don't give me that face,"
right?
Because you're saying what you want to say without using the words.
But we knew that. We always knew that. So when you talk about inheritance, you're not talking about making money within a system that is rapacious, that is deleterious. You have the exceptional black people. If you struggle and you conform to the colonial system, you're gonna elevate in society and so forth. But guess what happens? If you are not connected to your roots, you end up being a puppet for the oppressor. You start emulating and replicating and reproducing your own oppression.
So in essence, they abolished slavery, but we were going back into it involuntarily.
Right, and that is a real thing, and I always speak from a place of love and compassion for my people, and never condemnation, because we have been through a lot and we have survived a lot. And somebody who is phenotypically black, holding big office, but there's a disconnect that happens, and once you put that person in office, a position of influence, that could be kind of dangerous.
They can't help it.
They can't, and it's no fault of theirs. Yeah. But we who know need to edify, need to support, need to be discerning.
Okay.
And, because it'd be like, hey, he's a black man, he's a black woman, and they're turning their backs on the community. That was also intentional, and that is symptomatic of the deleterious, the harmful impact of slavery and all of the forms of oppression, classism, racism. And that is what I said yesterday, that the enslavers left us with nothing but a false sense of self. So we cannot be prosperous using the ways of the oppressor.
Okay. I want Araba Ode
Ifa
Kolade. I want to bring you into the conversation. Well, I was about to say welcome to Grenada, but I understand 10 years now you've been, so you're almost Grenadian already.
Yes.
Tell us about you.
Thank you. Greetings to everyone, Grenadians. It is my pleasure to be here this morning, because when I first came here, I looked at everyone like my family. Yeah. We look the same, everything. And when Ifatoki came to Nigeria, I took her to some places. When she read here, the vibration comes to her that she and those elders started crying. Tears come from them, like someone that I've seen for a while. I now meet him, I meet her. So we are so fortunate in this country, but we have lost many things that we try to bring back here. Now, there are ways that our ancestors were using at that particular time that they survived. But when the colonial came, they left us, as Professor said earlier. Now, if we continue that, we are still under them.
Right.
I spoke about it yesterday, that majority of us grown up with our grandparents. Mm-hmm. But the way that our grandparents were doing, we have ignored it. We don't do it anymore. During the holiday, or during weekend when you go by your grandparents or you stay by them, every week they pluck some herbs at the back of the house, boil it, everybody will drink, and we are grown healthy. Nowadays, nothing like that anymore.
So we sick.
We sick.
Constantly sick. Yes.
The woman deliver baby inside the room at that time. Now they cut the woman's body. Those who destined to have 3, 4, 5 children, at the end of the day, they hardly have one. Some are damaged in their body through the pains, because what they're supposed to eat during the pregnancy, they did not eat it. Mm. The knowledge that we're supposed to learn from our grandparents, we don't learn it anymore.
We learn it from the devices now.
We learn it from devices, from different. So now, as Doctor said, we are still under the colonial until we bring ourselves back. I spoke in Trinidad and Tobago during the emancipation about 5 years ago. I said, what are we celebrating? We are celebrating emancipation, and we don't emancipate ourselves. Why are we doing that? We need to go back and see about what our ancestors left for us. This started from love, patience, wisdom, honesty, humanity. All those are no more again. Children turn against their parents, and we are still say that we are freedom. We are free to do everything by ourselves. So, friends betray each other. Siblings betray each other. All those are not before. They work together. If they want to do something, they do it in team. This is not a matter of money, although we need money to survive. And that is why those our parents, they are doing farming, they are doing hunting, they are doing craft, different work, they have it. But there is no one that want to learn anything about hard work again. We are priests. People think that priests are not supposed to work. No. All those priests in holy days, including our, like Baba Orunmila, he has a lot of land at the back of his house. And it's someone that used to travel from one community to the next community, as I used to come here now. When the story that we hear from Ifa is that when Orunmila went to a place that we stayed like 3-6 months there, he will ask for some land to plant, so that when people did not come for consultation, he will not be strive for food.
Right.
So he used to offer food for some people in the community that he went there. Where he is a guest, he always supports the citizen of the community there. Because if you are my spiritual son, when I'm going to the farm, and you know that I good for you, you will go and help me at my farm. He did not ask them before they support him. And when he come by you to do some spiritual work for you, he will look at what he can do to help you. There is no one that is not useful. Disabled person has something to do. A disabled person, because in Odu Ogbeoshe, Obatala asked for help, someone that can help him. He went on with her consultation. And Orunmila told him that don't look for a rightful person, look for a disabled person. If you look at someone that's capable of work, you will not get what you want. He will disappoint you. Now, when he went, he saw a crippled man, and the crippled man went by him. He has to lift him up, carry him on his shoulder. Someone that you want to work for you, and it's a person that cannot work. How do you see that?
Yeah, that in itself would turn you off initially, but that's a trick.
It's not a trick.
Yeah.
That is destiny.
Right.
That is destiny. Because every one of us, we are living in darkness. Majority of us don't know who they are. Now, when Obatala brought a crippled man to his house, wife and children, friend and family, everybody started insulting him. What is this? But he know what he's doing. So the food, they refused to give the crippled man food. The food that they bring for Obatala, they will share it to he give the crippled man. If they bring water for him, he share it to he give the crippled man. If the man want to use the restroom, he will be too much to carry him there. After 3 days, this man asked Baba, please, what can I do for you? I said, what do you think you can do? I know that you have a farm. Let me go there and see what I can do. So they went into Baba's farm. He saw some palm tree there. He asked Baba to find someone to help him call the palm tree, all the palm leaves. From there, he started to cut the broom. He grabbed the brooms. He said, can you find someone to carry this to the market and sell? From there, he made a cage. There are some parrots in that farm that used to come and eat and go. So this crippled man started making a cage, and he told Obatala to find some grain. He put some cage in the different places, and they put some grain inside. They put some trap in. So when those parrots, they go there, they saw the cage and they saw some grain. They said this is very easier for us to eat. Where, the plant, the corn, they are on their tree, stand there. They have to struggle before they get the food there. But when they saw the food in the cage, the easier for them, they went to the cage, and that is how the trap caught them.
Okay.
Now, when the cat said, what can I do with this feather? He said, the red feather there, take it off, feed those parrots, carry those feathers to the chiefs in the communities. If you look at the chiefs in Africa, they used to put some red feather on their cap. And that red feather today is very expensive. One parrot feather, that's red at the tail of parrots. One is about $10 now in Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm telling you that as at today, one parrot feather is about $10 US. As at today, if you go to the market.
Okay.
Now, some of them, it's a little money labor. So some of them we buy 2, some buy 3, some buy 4. So if you saw the parrot feather on top of the crown of one of your colleagues, where do you get it? I get it at a far place. Do you want? Out of the one that you buy, you sell it to them, and you make profit from there. Abatala starts to make money. He renovates his house. People ask him, how do you make it? He said, that is the benefit I got, the blessing I got from the crippled man.
Right.
Those who have some giant man,
they wouldn't have done
they didn't get much to be get. Yeah. Out of the money that he got from the crippled man, he acquired some other land and put some people there to work. Look at that.
Okay. All right. I get the story. Very interesting.
But if you would permit me in there are a few things that the Araba Baba spoke about, and the importance of intergenerational relationships, as well as the interconnectedness of African spirituality. I said this yesterday, but I say it all the time to my students and everybody that I come in contact with, is the most powerful African is the African who is spiritually and materially aligned. You asked about, and I think you touched on trickery, and we as African peoples, and I pluralize it because we are not monolithic. We are, as I say, we are a vibrant tapestry of common threads. We are replete with sayings and proverbs. This is throughout the diaspora on the continent. When we talk about ancestor veneration, I always make it a point to call names. So Desmond Tutu had popularized a sentiment, and this is the core of deception here. When the missionaries came, we had the land, they had the Bible. They told us to close our eyes and pray. And when we open our eyes, they had the land. We had the Bible. Now, the land within African spirituality is very secret. As I say, we are a nature-centric people. The land represents our intimacy with Creator, where creation and Creator are not inseparable. It is sustenance, it is our wealth. It is about regeneration, it's about stewardship, communion. Capitalism is the complete opposite. It is about plundering and taking and extracting without replenishing. Our ancestors have given us so much. And only when we understand, open our hearts and minds to their ways, we would truly progress. Okay. We would truly be abundant in our way of living and understanding the world. It is not about being anti-white, anti-Christianity, anti-anything, because that is very un-African. It is about, again, the Akan of Ghana has a principle, Sankofa, go back and fetch it. You can't go forward unless you go back. When we talk about ancestors, how many people know that Audre Lorde is a daughter, one of the most prolific writers, conscious writers in the United States, is a daughter of a mother who was born in Carriacou. Malcolm X, same thing. Maurice Bishop, same thing. So this is what our ancestors left us with. They left us with music, with inspiration, with song, dance, medicine. Right. I talked about this yesterday too. As I said, I play fast, and I decided to look up Carriacou on the internet. And the description, not surprisingly, but this description read something like, despite a population that is predominantly African, that the residents, the ways of the residents was very much Eurocentric, and I'm paraphrasing now in the names of the cities and the people and the slope boat craft technique and so on. And when you read that language, despite, right, from the time you say despite its predominant African population, like if something is wrong, like what, and that, you have so much to boast about. And that language is confusing, conflicting, because you're made to feel ashamed, but then there's a false sense of pride that you're celebrating. But my understanding of Carriacou, it is very much steep in our African expressions. But to read that, so there's the dissonance and the disconnect, and that was deliberate. I would say this, and it might be the last thing that I say because I don't know how much time we have.
We're out of time now.
Right? But for the sake of edifying and empowering, within Yoruba language and cosmology, there's a term, a metaphysical concept called Ori. Your Ori is your spiritual and your physical head, because we don't as African peoples, we don't live without spirit, right? Spirit energizes us. Spirit makes us human, and because of that, we feel things very intensely, pain and joy. Now, Ori is the seat of your consciousness. It is how you navigate the world. It is where all our senses converge. Our eyes, sense of sight, hearing, taste, smell, all of these things. You're nothing without your head, as we say. What slavery, colonialism, and the vestiges of colonialism have done is to disorient African peoples by scattering the dislocations, the dispossessions. So you have people, as I say, who are phenotypically black and they're identifying by race. But Africanness is a consciousness, a sense of being. So you're black on the outside, but your thinking has been injured, or, as I say, discombobulated. So you're moving in the world as a shell of yourself, so coming together.
Wow. This is deep stuff. This is deep.
So this is who we are as black people. We're not poor. We are only poor if we concede, or powerless if we concede our power and our riches. This is not what we are about.
We out of time, but my dear friend, could you just enlighten us as to when the festival that you're having in Corinth concludes, and what's next on the agenda and so forth?
Right, so the festival continues today until Friday. Every evening at 6:30, we will have some speakers and some entertainment. So Baba Ifa Kolade is here, and people can come by to receive some of the wisdom that he has to offer, to learn more about Ifa, to even learn more about understanding themselves. So we're grateful for Universal Empress Ifatuki Bishop Yvonne Drakes for initiating the festival and continuing to push us to ensure that it happens, because it's an opportunity for education for us. And that's a primary thing, that we educate ourselves to understand where we're coming from and where we're going. We say, Hail Grenada, land of us. The land doesn't exist without the people, and the people have a history. Okay. So we have to take that to heart.
Well, you've done it again.
Thank you, sir.
Indeed.
And as you see, she tapped me, right? She knows I'm always just a phone call away. Hey, Innocent, I want to do this. And, but
thank you.
I really, I like this sort of, engagements, because somewhere deep inside, I am of the opinion that we need more of this re-education, not education, re-education, because I think we are missing out as a people. Based on my position here, I have to be so selective on the things that I say, but I know what I think.
And I see that and I hear that very well. And I want to thank you, because there's the miseducation and, as you say, the re-education, but it'll be remiss of me if I don't acknowledge your participation in the culture. I understand that you are advancing to the finals in the Calypso.
Yes.
You know?
You're abreast of times, man.
So,
I know. See, Calypso and Trinidad, you're Trinidadian.
Of course, and that is African, right?
Yes.
So when you talk about our heritage, our inheritance, thank you for being a torchbearer, as we say, a flambeau bearer.
Yeah. I need to, and I keep promising myself, but again, the whole, man, so many things that I want to say, but I can't say, so many conflicting thoughts, and I know I'm not alone in this. There are so many people who are into the Christian faith, and they are still misguided, you know, and you all need to, you know, you all need to do as much more as you can, because I am tempted to believe some things that I can't say.
It's being done, and hence the reason why I place myself in academia, because the miseducation is rooted within these so-called systems of learning. And and again, Christianity is ours, but it's the colonial, corrupted version, the slave Bible, the twisting of the narrative and theology, and so that is, so it's not that we against Christianity, because we know Christ. We know Christ because we live it, right? Our way of being is not a religion of conversion. It is a calling, a call to respond. Right. It is dream and drum. You don't see anybody within the Ifa community coming to your door knocking. Somebody will always tell you, I had a dream, a vision, I heard the drum and I responded. Because the drum is our sacred instrument. And as I say in one of my poems, when we dance, God comes alive.
I didn't get to see you dance. I didn't get to see you dance.
Right, so drumming and dancing at Clarenceville Villa in Corinth. And for more information, I can be reached at 538-3334.
Is there drumming and dancing today?
Absolutely.
What time it starts?
6:30.
I might just be sleeping, but I think I'll
just pass by for a little while.
I will.
Yeah, just for a little while.
Hold me to this.
Yeah.
I will be there this evening.
Yes, thank you.
I will be.
Yeah.
Even if you dream it.
No, I'll be there. You're going to be dancing, right?
I'm taller than dancing. You see that? Before I used to dance, but now.
Okay. You simmer it down.
Because you know when you reach certain position in tradition.
Right.
I started carrying a go-go at the age of 7 years. But when I become, because the title on my head is Araba, and that is the highest title in tradition religion.
Right.
So there are certain things that we have to be doing. So when you are dance, it has to be some certain drum. And there must be a ritual to do for the drums before we dance.
Okay.
So it's not to say that I can go to any event and start to dance with anyone, or can go to the club. No.
You can't do that.
Well, let's just say this: transcendence is a dance of spirit.
Yeah.
So,
as the doctor said earlier, the drum is very important. In ancient time in Yoruba land, the drummers are like a journalist. That all the message, there are different messages that the drum brings out. The drums will invoke your ancestors. In Yoruba land, where they start, we have different type of drum: dogon, dodo, bata, koso, and many other drums. There are drums that they don't use sticks to beat. So like Koso, that one has only one high. It is laugh like this that we use, and it's invoke different spirits. You know. So in the olden days, there is nothing the drummer said that they will arrest him for. No. Because they are the one that pass different information house.
They were the journalists.
They are the journalists.
Right. Okay.
And on Wednesday evening, we have a session called Drum Talk, which is an immersive drumming experience directed by Baba Godfrey Luke. So you can come by, learn about the drum, get an opportunity to play some drum, and of course, appreciate the drum by involving yourself, clapping, singing, dancing.
Yeah. Get the rhythm flowing.
Sure.
I want to thank you all for coming by, and please make it habitual.
Of course.
Yeah, please. Please.
Grenada is home, so thank you.
Yeah, please. Call me a little more often.
So I'll let you know what's going on.
I like this. I like going back. Because as educated as I may be, there are some questions and there are some concerns that I need to get, and my ignorance needs to be rearranged.
But your questions are your curiosity, your interest. So you're not ignorant, you're curious.
Folks, that's it for the conversation. Thank you again for dropping by. We've overstepped our time by a whole lot, but I think I'll be, given a bye this morning. I don't think I'll be given a letter this morning. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you later.
Okay, thank
but you're leaving today?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
tomorrow.
I'll get the opportunity to see you dance.
Yes.
I'm coming. Yes. I'm coming not just to see you dance, but I want to feel that.
Yeah.
I want to feel that. There's something beating in me.
As you're in a drum.
Yeah. Folks, that's it for the conversation. Thank you so much.
It was a delight.
I like this. Folks, we take that break. We come back. When we come back, great music.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada.